This is Watch Your Style. My name is Eric. Today's video is going to be focusing on how to buy the right Cuban Link chain. On the previous video I focused a little bit more on the difference in quality of the chain. For example, handmade versus machine made. But now when the time comes to actually purchase a chain, there's a lot of confusing factors that have to do with the weight, the length, the millimeters, and also the karat. So to simplify that process, we have created an application. It's called the Cuban Link App. Now this app is gonna have two important features. One is gonna be a selfie feature, which lets you try on different chains of different sizes to see if you like it. Then there's gonna be another feature that's gonna show you different calculations on what you want. It's gonna come out with the grams of the chain depending on length, millimeter, and karat. So this application is gonna be available for download on the link below in the description. And I'm gonna go over it with you right now so you can understand how to use it correctly. Okay, so once you've downloaded the app onto your smartphone, you're gonna go ahead and find the icon on your home screen, and let's go ahead and launch this application. So once it opens up on the home screen, you're gonna see that there's two options. You have the selfie option, which is gonna not only let you share different pictures with your friends with different size chains on, but it's most important gonna let you try on different sizes of chains. Then on the bottom where it says customize, send me pricing, that's where I'm gonna get into. That's gonna help you get a quote quickly and efficiently on the chain that you would like. So let's go ahead and launch the selfie so you can see how it works. Once it opens up, there's three different options to choose from. We've put three names on them to make it easy to recognize which size you have on. But most important, you're gonna see that there's a length and a width on the bottom. There's also sizes available in the middle, but that's gonna be up to you when we get to the customize feature. Let's go ahead and let's launch the player because it's 30 inches and 15 millimeters in width. It's gonna give you the instructions, which are pretty straightforward. Everybody's taken a selfie by now, so you should know how to use it, but I'll go over and help you simplify it. Once we hit next, and we're in selfie mode. Now, if you notice, there's a silhouette. You see that silhouette? That's gonna help you kind of guide it on. Now, if you go closer or bigger, it's gonna help adjust for your neck. The idea is to try to put that chain right at the edge of your neck, right where I am right there. You click it, and there you go. I instantly have a chain. Now that's gonna let me see what that chain looks like. And right now I'm sporting a 15 millimeter, 30 inches. Once you've taken the picture and you like it, you have obvious choices, yes or no. Let's go ahead with the yes. And it's gonna take me to the final selfie mode, which from this point, I can download it, save it, I can share it on Facebook and Instagram, so on, with many other different options like so. Now that that's done and I tried on this 15 millimeter, 30 inch chain, let's go back to the original page that we were talking about. So we're gonna go back to the beginning. And this is the feature that I was talking about, which besides the selfies, this is what to me is actually most interesting. Now to the right, you're gonna see there's a kind of a gauge here that lets you kind of like see what's the right size chain for you. And I would say that a standard length is 28 inches. A lot of people are calling me for 24 and 22, and I wanna ask them, are you sure that that's what you want? Because 28 is really the standard. It all depends on your height and your weight. But also remember that the size of the chain makes a big difference. If you're gonna go with a 22 inch chain that's 15 millimeter, I think the proportions are gonna be off, but it's always depending on how you like it. So let's go to length. We're gonna go ahead and select 30. And then width, we're gonna copy the same chain I tried on, 15 millimeters. Color, let's go ahead with the rose. And then purity, it's up to you. But the different purity will always change the weight of the chain. Very important you know that. So let's go ahead in the middle with 14K. Right off the bat, it's gonna give me a weight in the bottom. You see 508 grams and 327 penny weights. Remember, these are approximates, but they're very close. We're gonna enter an email. Let's go ahead and put my email. which is eric@crmjewelers.com. And then that's gonna send immediately a request for price. Request price, and it's done. Now, I'll receive an email with your request and size, and then I'll be able to give you a quote with those exact specifications, and then you'll be able to know how much the chain's gonna cost. We're just gonna simplify that. So now that I've gone over the app, which is gonna help you select size and get quotes, because there's something I need to know in order to give you a quote. Either I need to know exactly what millimeter and length and carat you want, or I need to know at least the weight and the length. I need to know a couple of those things, if not I won't be able to guess you the quote. But a couple things you want to know when you're ordering a chain, and it's one of them is length. Now, like I said earlier, it's all about style. If you want a short chain, that's fine. These particular chains I have right here are 28 inches. One is a little bit shorter than the other, so that way when you wear them together, you always want to make sure if you're going to wear two chains together, that one is at least an inch shorter than the other. Depending on the millimeters, it might be a little bit less. But length is important. If you don't want a big fat chain, because maybe you don't want it to be gaudy, try to go a little bit longer. Because a lot of times what I notice is when you want a real small chain, if you make it too short, it doesn't look right. But yet if you tend to make it longer, it seems to fit right as well. Also, the thicker the chain, the longer it needs to be so that it proportions right. Because too fat of a chain, real short, doesn't look right. Again, I know it depends on style. Some guys like it like that. I'm talking about more the traditional. And what I was saying was 28 inches is more of a traditional length. I know it sounds long, but trust me, it's not that long. If you're an average guy that's about 5'10", you should be trying to buy anything from 26 inches to 28. That's just the standard size. You know, longer than that would be, optional. Don't be scared of the chain being too long. You know, it would really have to be over 30 inches to really be considered a long chain. So I have guys that call me all the time and they're like, Eric, I don't want one of those long chains. And I assure them, I say, listen, 27 inches is not long. When it comes to carat, you have to select the right carat. Anyone will work fine. If you're gonna go yellow, I try to stay with 14, 18, or 10. But now, when it comes to rose gold, honestly, I wouldn't go 18 with the rose gold. I might as well just go 14. I'm not a 10 carat type of guy, but you can go 10. I just wouldn't go the extra mile for rose. With rose gold, I'd try to keep it 14. Same thing with white. When I like to go 18 is really with the yellow. That's just my opinion, but I just kind of feel like with the rose gold, you don't really see the difference, or with white gold. So keep that in mind when you're selecting, the different sizes, and I'm hoping that all these little inputs that I put for you might help you select your next chain. Now, remember to download the app so that way you can try it on and see which chain is right for you. And also keep in mind all the things I mentioned when you're selecting the right chain for you. And if you like this video, please like and share. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. My name is Eric. Watch your style.